Hola.
Siéntate, siéntate en la hielera. Date la comida. Pongo yo otra cosa. Ahí tengo. Vete al baño. O si quieres hacer pis, mira. Ah, dejan acá. ¿No quieres ir al baño?
And 24 seconds to be crossing the finish line. There we go. Excellent run, very impressive from our fastest runner for this year's Ultraman Arizona. We're gonna wait and see what those behind him can do. See if he moves up a position or not at the end of the race.
Smile.
Yay!
Smile on your face. Congratulations.
¡Ay, chiquito!
Fernando Lopez of Houston, Texas, all the way through, my friend. 16 days. I hope that's not hairspray.
In 17th position. Yesterday he was our fifth fastest cyclist third position. And his performance is a 7:43.20 for Fernando Lopez. Magnificent stuff. And again, we're pleased to see anybody getting inside the 8-hour mark. When we look at what he achieved this morning, he was the third at the 10K mark along with
Dai, forza! Dai Fernando, Ale!
¡Dale, Fer!
Ultimi metri, la grande fatica! Dai! Bravo! E Ale che si...
All right, here we are again. We do this every time we sit down. I think this is going to be the best podcast / video.
I agree.
We walk back and forth. I take the trash out, walk the dog. I see Fernando, and we're talk about the next podcast we have, right? And they keep getting better and better and better, and the topics get better. But I do think this is the best one yet.
Oh yeah.
And we have a very, very special guest. I'm going to let you introduce your better half, and then we're going to get into the topic of our podcast.
No, I agree. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this one for a long time, and I think this will be the best of the best. And our guest today is my beautiful wife, Andrea,
Yes.
who have supported me for almost, I would say, 95% of my races,
Yeah.
which is like 200 races. So,
Yeah.
and she has been in all of them, and she will probably don't need introduction. I'll let her do that. But yeah, she has been a champion for me and a amazing supporter, and I think a lot of people could benefit from this video.
Yes, I agree. I think there's a lot of information, like technical information that you can give. But I think there's also a little bit more, and we can also go a little bit deeper. And as I was riding my bike today on the trainer, I was thinking about this, and we came up with some questions. And I know there's a lot of like technical aspects and how to. And Andrea is super organized, and we'll get into all of that. But I want to start with it. I want to start with it a little bit deeper, right? And I thought about this, and hopefully I can articulate the question right. But we always talk about Ironman and multi-sport almost in a way like it's a selfish sport in a way, right? For us, right? And we can say that. We try not to make it, but it can be at times where we're on our bike, we're running, we got to go to bed early, we got to do all this. We're doing a lot for our performance, and then we get out and we perform, right? And so and we're appreciative of everybody, and there's a lot to it, but it has a little bit of, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get Fernando mad at me, but it's but it is. It's part of what it is. But supporting that I think the first question I want to kind of go there is, where do you feel, or what are the emotions, or what are the words that you get out of these almost 200 races that, you've been places, you've traveled, but is it more than that? Are the satisfaction of crossing the finish line? There's something Fernando gets of climbing that big mountain, suffering, wanting to quit, but finishing it. But you also, is there something there deeper for you?
Yeah, it's almost like I'm doing also a race
Yeah.
in my side of the race.
Okay.
So he's like spending like all his energy and doing stuff, but I'm also strategizing, thinking what's next, how should I do, what do I need to bring,
Mhm.
stuff like that. So it's almost like a race for me.
Mm.
And there is also at the end the complicity, the team. Even though he's doing it by himself, I'm doing my part. So at the end, when we hug and we celebrate, it's like a team effort.
Yes. Yes.
So
For sure.
Yeah, and he couldn't do it. We'll get into some of these races. You could not complete them without.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
And I don't think the word Sherpa. I think the Sherpas are good, but I think you're more than that.
Yeah.
Way more than that, right? And yeah, so I think it's interesting that you are taking that journey. You're looking at that race. Maybe you're not 5 a.m. on the trainer, but when you're getting ready for that race, you're planning all of the technical aspects, all the logistics, all the what ifs. And it is complicated. It's not just having a water bottle at mile 10 or whatever. It's, how's he doing? Where's he at? What's going on? Right. And it's a lot. And you're in a relationship, you're married. There's so many, like, it's dynamic and deep, right?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're going to ask who is Andrea, but who she is part of the whole story here.
Yeah. Yeah. The
It's
background.
beyond the wife. And I agree. It's not Sherpa's not the right word in this particular case. And there is a role for the Sherpa, but Andrea became more the real support throughout the before, during, and after, right? And And I wish many people were as lucky as I am, because
Yeah.
having that makes it very different, makes it more enjoyable, makes it more memorable, and all of that. And I'm sure we're gonna get into that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's fantastic. I also want to know, when you got married, got together, did you have any experience in these endurance events?
No, not at all.
So-
The closest I have to somebody in my family doing a sport is my grandfather used to play soccer,
Right.
but I
Right.
never saw him actually doing it. So, and maybe my dad also, but that's
Nothing,
it. No.
nothing like that. So when you guys dated, got together, married, what did you think? Like, what was this all about?
It's like he was beginning to train for an Ironman. So somehow we got together and we grew into the sport and we learned everything together.
Okay. Yeah.
So somehow we create that. That's another, instead of no, additional to husband and wife.
Yeah.
It's a co-partner or co-team
It has to
member
be.
Yeah, she meant
dynamic. So we learned the two. So watching him training and all the things that he needed, and then he started with Ironmans. So in an Ironman, you basically don't do much,
Right.
but it's important if you go to support him
Mm-hmm.
to be at the right time, at the right spot, to take the right picture,
Oh, yeah.
to cheer him up,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's how we started to learn. Like with every race, it's a new learning path that we're developing together. So
that's right.
Yeah. And as it escalated, and we'll get into the escalation, an Ironman, which is a huge endeavor, has aid stations, special needs, a little bit different. I think the events we'll really get into are the Ultramans, the Patagonia Mans, the Norsemen, all the more ultra self-supported races, different parts of the country, different roads, different laws, different foods. I think that's kind of where we will go with this. But I still want to kind of touch on the beginning and as you guys grew together, building up into this partnership, right? Has it do you think it, and it could be either one of you, it's enhanced your relationship, right? It's made your relationship more
Most of the time.
most of the time, but it's also but it probably also tested your relationship probably many times. I know when you're in a race, sometimes you
Yeah.
lose your mind, you're emotional,
Yeah, it has at least two parts to it. One is I have to let's say convince Andrea about the races, and that comes with support already. Every couple have to agree that this is good for them to do it. So that's support right there.
Yes.
And then the race itself, and then there is something in between, and that's something Andrea at the beginning didn't do that part, but then we went into this, which is all the logistics for it.
Yeah.
Booking the hotels, booking the flights, figuring out the nutrition, and figuring out all of the logistics. And she became the masterpiece of that, right?
Yeah.
And then the race itself, right? And
Right.
which is that's how I split
but
it.
that part happened because at some point I was frustrated with him
Mm-hmm.
because Fernando's just in the goal. Okay, I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm very organized. I like
You see
everything
that.
planned. I like to have what I need when I need it.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing that he does that, I was like, no. Give me the manual for the race. So I start reading the manual. I know where to go, what to do, and this.
It's amazing.
So I learned everything, and then I start planning. Okay, like if it's in an overseas, like I don't know, we're not gonna be able to get a cooler. So
Yeah.
how can I do that? So I was thinking, okay, can I buy some bags, that insulated bags?
Yeah.
So now I have that in my repertory of objects that I need. Some gel bags that they come in dust. You put water,
Mm-hmm.
they become gels, and then you put in the freezer. Those are your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
no ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, your eyes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cold
to
ice.
pull
Yeah.
everything. So,
Yes.
but that came out of frustration of seeing him struggle and I figured it out.
Right. I'll just get there.
Yeah.
I've traveled with him a few times.
Yeah.
Like,
This is like but we selective plan.
figure it out.
No plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she saved me many times,
Yeah.
to be honest. And, I get frustrated because I don't like to plan much. And Andrea said, no, but you need this. And I say no. And then sometimes, many times when I say no, and then I needed something, she said, here.
Yeah.
It's-
He was like, should I bring this? I said, no, it's okay. So I just quietly put it in the bag. And then he will say, I wish I will have brought this part. And then, there you go.
Yeah. Boom.
So seeing that made me say, you know what? He's not going to do it. And I'm not going to be mad the whole race. So I'm going to do it and I'm going to be relaxed.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's cool to hear your passion and the words that you bring out about the races. And it's different than the training and the racing and all of it. And yours is the planning and the strategy and and all the logistics that go into it. Do you also, so you go to some incredible places all over the world. Do you, when Fernando says, hey, I want to do Norseman in Norway, do you go, vacation, we get to see the world, we're going somewhere, or are you like, dang.
It's the same process every time. You start like, I have to ask you something you're not going to like. But I ask you later when you're better, when you feel better. And I say, no, now. So I know a race is coming.
It's
and
coming.
then he starts saying, well, there is this race in this place. So my first reaction is like, oh my God, no.
There we go.
Because I know it's work for me.
Yeah.
The first reaction is always no.
Yeah.
The first
No.
answer is
Yes.
no.
No.
Yeah.
And you know that. Yeah.
I should say no 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Like a no, no.
Yeah.
And then, but I know my way around.
So with
Yeah.
days, I start thinking, okay, what if I do this? Maybe I can accommodate this way. And I end up
Right.
saying yes.
And do you get the excitement and the nerves and you get all that leading up to it, or?
No, I get everything prepared. Like I just try to be very methodic and think, okay,
Yeah.
I have a checklist
Mhm.
already. So I need this, that. I have everything ready, order everything online to have it ready when he's going to pack and everything. So then I'm pretty chill. My stress comes the day before the race.
Okay.
That's my stress. Before it's just traveling, the plane. Oh,
Enjoying it, right.
beautiful,
But that
enjoying.
part, the traveling, the plane, became another task of her. And at the
Yeah.
beginning, she does get a bit, annoyed by it because, she doesn't think this is vacation. She think, okay, I need to, the hotel, the car, this
Right,
and
the
that.
checklist.
And there are some pieces that I do, like the car. And
Places with air conditioning, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. She became so good at
He
knowing
doesn't
what I
think
do.
about that. And I have,
Yeah.
we need that. We need a place with a kitchen. We need a place that is close to a shopping or something to buy groceries and stuff. It's the little thing that he never
Right.
paid attention to. And before we had to travel long distances to buy stuff and come
Right.
back to the place. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do the booking. I'm going to manage that part. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Just, and all. So
Interesting. Yeah, we've seen we've had some video. Fernando's happy in a tent. He likes tents. Like, you're good with the tent, right?
Yes.
Andrea
Some
will never
snack.
get good at
No.
that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if the race is on a tent, she will not come.
Yeah.
And there are only
No.
a handful of them.
Yeah.
Also.
I
Yeah.
have my limits.
No, I agree. So out of the 200 races that you've done, you say that Andrea's been there 95% of them, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you have a favorite race?
That's a good question. I never asked her what is her
Yeah.
Favorite?
I think I know yours.
Yeah.
Icon.
Yes.
Yes.
I hate
So far.
I hated that.
So that's not your favorite.
No, you can see in the video, I was crying to
Yeah.
see him suffer like that.
Yeah.
It was a big storm
It's funny.
with thunder and everything.
why
I was
was-
wet, like frustrated.
Then why was that his favorite?
Because he suffered. He's attached to suffering.
See?
He's a martyr. yeah. He somehow he likes when it's easy. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
it
Well,
costs him,
yes.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
into it.
So
Favorite?
mhm.
the World Championships, the Ironman World Championships, because they're easier.
Yeah. Like the Kona and the
Yeah, I
knees.
don't have to do that. I don't have to do much.
Yeah.
So he goes for the swim, I wait, and then he goes for the bike, and then I have 5 hours to chill, to whatever, and then.
So I think
but
the Ultramars.
there is, I don't like Ultramans because they're so much work for me.
Yeah.
But talking about that one was hard. But Swissman.
Yeah.
Swissman was cool.
Swissman, yes,
Yes.
Switzerland.
So then that means I can go back and do
See,
it.
his mind's going there. We should
And
have warned you.
Iceland also. You know, I did Iceland twice. That was so
But that was
enjoyable.
hard. Those are
So
hard.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't like the suffering like he does, right? Like,
I think I help him and I'll do this out of frustration because I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want him to suffer more than he needs
He already
if I
is.
can help.
right.
I'm like a mom, I guess.
Yes.
So I just wanna make it easier for him, even though, and
Yeah.
but this is the thing. There are extreme races that one day,
Yeah.
the day, and you suffer and you do everything, but the next day you're done and you're
Yes.
happy, celebrating, whatever. And then the other ones, the ultramans, the
Right.
3-day races, those are the hardest
Yeah.
on me, and those are the ones that I will always say, like, for months, no.
And you
then
have to get mentally prepared.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
because
going to do it.
those
Yeah,
races,
it's the-
Fernando finished. He's tired,
Mm,
of course, so he will eat and go to sleep.
yeah.
But I need to stay up. I wake up at the same time like him in the morning.
Yeah.
But I need to stay up, prepare everything for the next day. It's not only his needs, my needs, what I'm
Yes.
gonna need. I may suffer migraine. I need to have
Yeah.
my pills. I need to put this. I need to remember where I put everything for the next day.
It's hard.
It's alarm. So he's like sleeping, and at
Mm.
1 a.m. I'll go to bed, and we wake up at 4.
Yeah.
So those days I sleep very few, and I have always migraines, so I always carry
Yeah.
my pills because those are my saviors. Otherwise, I don't know.
There is also
And it's
at
stress.
least a handful of instances where I went to a race, but she supported me a lot. And one special one was Marathon des Sables. You know,
Mhm.
it was Andrea prepared everything that I had to prepare, the dry food that you had to carry for 8 days
Yeah.
and so on. Even though she wasn't there, she spent quite a few days helping me figuring out all the logistics and so on. And maybe she enjoyed that race much more.
She can just watch the video
No.
afterwards.
It was a week for him to travel, and he didn't have food, anything ready.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, and I
He
start,
loves
and
to
I start,
suffer,
and I
though.
start reading the manual because I trust that he was
Yeah.
on it. So I started reading the manual. I said, okay, he's missing this. He's missing this. What about this? What about this? And I was like,
Oh.
and then he's working because he has a day job. So I was like, okay, the only way is like I help him. Otherwise, he's gonna go there, and they're not even gonna let him participate because he doesn't have everything ready.
Yes,
Because
yes.
there is a checklist that you have to take. So I just I start ordering, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Well, that's part of the amazement to me about Fernando and his ability to do these events, because we're coaches, and I coach people to do events, and we get the certifications and we do the research, and there's carbs per hour, grams of carbs per hour, liters of hydration, sodium needs. He'll do a race. Did you have a gel? Nah, I didn't have a gel. We got full bottle of water. Like there's a gift there somewhere.
Yeah.
The ability to do that.
Yeah.
So I think he rolls his endurance life.
Yes.
And you're gonna laugh, but this is how we develop his nutrition. So trying stuff. So I will get, instead of gels or whatever, I get rice,
Right.
tuna, eggs,
Yeah.
little potatoes. I always carry. I
So that'd be sandwich.
bought a little container that I hook up to the car, and it will warm.
Mm.
So I keep chicken stock there. So because I know he's gonna need it at some point. I buy pineapple, fruits. I'm thinking, okay, what if he's thirsty and he wants something sweet? What if he wants this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's all that.
but it's not the nutrition that I see other teams preparing the
The
powders
powders.
and stuff, and they look so technical, and I'm like, oh my
No.
god, that doesn't work with Fernando.
We're gonna give him a potato. He's off.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Usually I see other teams that the runner says, okay, at mile 20, give me this. At mile 20, and they have everything marked. Mile 20 and everything is ready. We just go with his feeling.
Yeah.
What do you want? So I have always the car open, everything ready. What do you want? And know where there is and give it
That
to
is
him.
the best way you enjoy the race, I think. But also the flexibility of the support is very important for those of you listening. Because you don't know what's going to happen. So I always ask Andrea, now that she's willing to do all of this, is to be flexible with me, to be prepared. I also tell her, hey, don't I might answer back very well, or I might just be tired. So please be mindful. I'm not mean to you, and I'm not, by the way.
Yeah,
I think I'm the easiest guy. I've seen people
Usually they're very nice. Yeah.
they're talking so bad to their
Yeah.
crew, and I don't do any of that. I hope she agrees with that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, usually he's very calm
Yeah.
and he's happy and he dance. When he's eating, he starts dancing and cheering us up.
Yeah.
And there is another component for supporter. Like usually those extreme races need another person to run with you in one part.
Yes.
I wish I could do that, but I
Yeah.
have problems with my hips and my knees, so I cannot do that. So that's why we always bring a third one
To run.
that will
A
help us.
pacer or
pacer. Yeah.
pacer.
Exactly.
Yeah. I also know that in a lot of your videos, you make sure that at the end of the race, you find Andrea and give her a kiss.
Yeah.
Right. That's I didn't even see that, but yeah, you'll see that. And that's been a staple in every race, right?
Consequently, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a way, maybe a small way, but a way to thank your partner and say, I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, I it's my I guess a small way to say thank you, so that whenever I see her, I give her a kiss, and also at the end.
Yeah.
And most people don't do that, and if they do it or not, but I do, and that's important to me, and I think it's important to her, and it's my way to give back love to her. So
Yeah. It's
Oh, he's not tired. He wants to go back. Kiss for the Y!
It's a sweet one. It is sweet. She deserves all the kisses she can get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting to dive down because you have an amazing way of being prepared, having be able to look forward and know what's going to happen. And part of it's experience, right? And part of it is trial and error. But you do have, you're reading the manuals, you're above and beyond. You are very good at it, right? Like you are very good at it. And your satisfaction and your joy, kind of the first question we got to was you are part of the team and you are part of it, and the completion of it is a team effort and you get some satisfaction there. We also wanted to touch on sort of like, hey, if my significant other, my friend or somebody is doing a big race, right? And well, let me take a step back. If I wanted to do an Ironman or Ultraman, I could log on and I could get a coach. I could read a book. I could read a magazine. I could go to the Tri Club. I could get all the information. They'll tell me how to swim. They'll tell me how to bike, how to run, whatever.
Right.
There's nothing like that. There is no coaching handbook, video. Like there is it's trial and error. And I'd argue that you individually, it would be very interesting to see if anybody's done as many as you. I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
That level, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Who has been in 200 races and supporting like that?
Yeah.
And the mix of it, because it's mountain bike races in Costa Rica, which were
Yeah.
4 days. Andrea was behind.
Yeah.
This has been races, 100-mile run races, and
Yeah.
she has been there,
Yeah.
24-hour mountain bike races.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's beyond Ironman, and I doubt that somebody has the level.
No, I would challenge anybody to
Yeah,
show me.
please let us know.
I'm gonna write a book.
You should write
Like a manual.
a manual. That's
Yes.
what, yeah, because that's kind of like where we were kind of getting towards is like the trial and error. You're very you're organized. You read the manuals. You're on it. You've had a history of it. You know, Fernando is by his personality very just I'm going to figure it out. But like, what would you? So if somebody's on here, they see this video. You know, what are some basics? What are like? How would you? Somebody, I'm brand new. My friend, my spouse, somebody is doing an Ultraman or a long event. What would your first piece of advice be? Like, how would you?
First, you need to talk with the athlete and see what his expectations are.
Yeah.
Because in our case, we know each other, so we already know. But if you're gonna be supported for the first time for another person, say, how do you do? Try to explain me what is your routine or your guidance. I don't know, like with your expectation, you eat a lot, you don't eat, you have gels, you have powder, whatever it is, and that person will guide you. And then you need to start thinking, okay, putting yourself in that day, that morning, what we're gonna need. Okay, I need a cooler. Okay, the cooler needs ice. What else? I need what is he gonna wanna eat? So it's like you have to start thinking about nutrition, about if he's feeling ill. Like for example, we discovered the doctor told us that because sometimes he throw up a lot. So having an antacid is gonna help us. So I need to carry that. Also, sometimes from being that much time in the bikes, it has to
Yeah,
have
so
pain.
bad.
So I need to bring patches for here or creams. So you need to think nutrition. You need to think medicine. Mechanic not much because that's his thing. So I don't handle that. But then you need to think
Force.
about, for example, like okay, if it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Some of the races is hot down and then you go up and you need to be. So you need to have that and you need to have it for him and know where he is in the car because that's the other thing. In the middle of the race, everything becomes a mess.
Yeah.
So you need to be very, okay, clean clothes are going to be here, medicines here, this, and you have to have everything organized because in that mess, you're not going to find easier. So it's like that. What else? Well, the location, for example, in the 3-day races, in the championship for Ultraman, the first day you start in one place and you finish in the volcano. So you need another accommodation there. And when you come to that one, it's really late night. So you need to have food for that night. And there's nothing open around. So you need to plan that. Like, okay, what are we going to eat? So it's like a whole ordeal. So you need to get in the race, not as a racer, but okay, this is my kid. This is my,
This is your race.
Exactly. So this is my, okay, so what I'm going to need, how I'm going to drive. I'm going to be by myself. I've been by myself in ultras, in Aloha Man, for example, driving by myself. So that's another layer because you're stressed about what he needs, where to stop. You need to read the manual really good because there are some stops that you cannot do because it's very dangerous. So you need to find the appropriate place to stop and either give him nutritional stuff or take pictures because you also become media. So
Another layer.
Taking pictures and giving medicine, like it's a lot. But the only way that you can manage at the end everything is going at least to 2 or 3 of those. After you go to the first one, you kind of know what's next, and then the next one you're getting better, and I'm getting better. But I'm gonna do the manual. Probably we can put in your page.
And then another thing is take care of yourself because she's gonna be changing weather conditions as well.
Yes.
You have to eat.
Exactly.
You have to go to the bathroom, and so you have
Out with the sun in
you
the
need
cold.
toilet paper in the car because you never know if you're not gonna find a restroom. You need to go and do it in every it's a lot of things that you need to
Yeah.
That's why it's stressful for me.
It is stressful, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you have to have a certain mindset to be good at it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I would be good at it.
Yeah, you
I
have
like
have
to
a-
just get on my bike. I'm probably more like you.
I can't do what she does. You need to have in a way, a servant mindset.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not in a bad way. It's impressive you have to have skills for this as well. It's not like
You need to have a person that's methodic.
Yeah. Yeah. Organized.
Exactly. I am the same, for example, when I buy a furniture and I need to
Yeah.
do it. So I put everything here, what I need, everything, and I just do it.
it makes a difference between a good race and a poor race, regardless of how you finish.
Yeah.
Right? Regardless
The
of how you-
experience.
the experience is what it matters. We saw. I think it was Ultraman Florida, where teams were fighting for whatever reason, and regardless of how you finish, that's not our intention.
Yeah.
Our intention is to enjoy the journey,
Yeah.
and if we can accomplish that, we're happy. Otherwise, so that's
And the
why
result.
she continue doing this.
Right. Because a good time or a good finish, but a bad experience.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to do what it takes.
Yeah.
For example, in one Ironman, I had to stop every mile to give him water because he was struggling. So in the car, every mile, stop, give him water, whatever. We did like that in Aloha Man.
In Aloha Man,
So
in
it was
Hawaii,
tough for
in Florida.
me.
Yeah.
My hips at the end of the day were like destroyed and everything, but because I see him struggle, so it's like, okay, my job is to make sure he
Yeah.
finish and he finish right or fine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What advice would you give as a spouse? Because sometimes somebody will get a friend, right? And that relationship's different. And maybe it's a one-off. Hey, Fernando, help me out. I'm doing Ultraman. Come in.
Right.
That's a different relationship than married.
That's a good one.
And yeah,
like, I told you, I start doing this out of frustration.
right.
Because like he's not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. The second thing is, I just lost my.
Yeah.
So,
We can get back to it. We can get
Yeah.
back to it. That's totally fine.
Andrea, I think in part I don't want to answer for her, but she always said to me that she does this because she knows this means something
Oh,
to me.
yeah. That's the thing. Fernando, I don't know other cases or whatever, but
Yeah.
fortunately, he's an angel in my life. He's such a good husband, a good person.
Mm.
We are such a good friends that I will do anything for him to be happy. So, and
Yeah.
I know this is like his happiness, like doing these races is like I don't know if it's a drug or whatever, but
It's better than drugs.
that fuels him, that gives him fuel to do other things.
Other things.
So if he's happy, why I'm not gonna support this?
Yeah.
So that's why I do that for you. And I'm sure if I ever find whatever it is that makes me really happy,
Mhm. He would do
And-
the same.
yeah, he would do the same.
Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful. And that's nice. And that says a lot about your relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a total difference, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's tricky though with your spouse, whether it's your husband or boyfriend or wife or whatever it may be. It's not that simple. I have not seen somebody like Andrea helping the same way with the same passion, the same attitude, and the same of. And that had made me continue and have this amazing life racing around the planet. So
It's incredible. It's incredible. Do you have any memories that stand out, whether they're funny stories or funny like snapshots of what you saw in a race? Maybe it's Fernando, maybe it's somebody else. Happy, sad, shocking. Do you have it? Like, you probably have a whole. Any stand out?
Yeah, there is a video of it. Fernando stops to eat and he starts eating and start dancing salsa.
Salsa dancing?
Like, what is
Yeah,
he
in
doing?
the middle of a race.
Yeah, and he's like suffering. He's tired, but his energy is just.
We need that video. We drop that in the video.
This one was very traumatic for me. It was the end of Icon. So it was raining with thunder and everything, and Fernando was coming. And at some point, he almost loses his.
On a steep climb.
Yes. So he always. and he just recovered and keep going. But that made me think about Jesus somehow.
Mhm.
And going like that, and I was crying like, Fernando, you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
That one was tough. We cried, and that's the race that brought me Nico, my dog. So
Yeah.
that's
We need to
the
talk
race
about that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's a special. I mean, it seems special because Fernando has said in the past that's the one that means the most, or the it's up there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
But also, and that you say it was one of your most challenging.
Yeah, and not only that one, we did that one twice.
Yeah.
And the first one was scary because that was the time when he went to the water and he started feeling
Yes.
compressed.
Yes.
They have to pull him out of the water.
Yes.
He couldn't compete, and it was scary because I see a phone calling from Italy, and what is this? And I say, hey, this is Andrea. Yes, this is. Oh, your husband is here in the tent. We have to
Yeah.
pull him up. My heart was beating like I
Yeah,
was so
yeah.
stressed and everything. So that was another. That's my main concern when he goes to these races. The swim.
Yeah.
Like when he goes out of the swim, then the bike. Please don't have an accident.
Yeah.
And then in the running, he falls just.
He falls. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm always with my heart like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another moment. Like
Yeah. That's amazing. Tell us the Nico story.
I was asking for a dog for at least 7 years.
Yeah.
I want a dog. And Fernando has his own traumas in the past with
Right,
dogs.
with dogs.
So he was, no, I don't want a dog. Please give me a dog. So I've been, and I will say it in front of his friends. I mean, they will say, look, she's so nice to you with the races and everything. Give her a dog. And Fernando will say, just shut up, don't talk to her, blah, blah, blah. In this high con, he finished, but
The second one.
The second
time.
The second time I did that.
I was crying and everything, and at some point I got so mad, and I said, "You piece of
Yes.
these fucking races, I'm done. I'm not gonna do this anymore." Like I was so.
It all
And
came
he
out.
said, Andrea, it's okay. Thank you so much. You know what? I'm gonna give you your dog.
Oh.
I think he did it for me to stop yelling
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how.
That's sweet.
It changed our lives, and we actually took Nico to Extreme Ironmans.
Yeah. Now we're taking him to the races, and he seems like he wants to be another
And he knows.
another part of
He's
the
part
support
of the
crew.
team.
Yeah, in Ultramans he comes on the car. He's part of the support crew.
Yeah.
He'll bark at me when I pass by, and everybody knows him now because we've been in this particular
Yeah.
race a few times in the Ultraman, and so he's part of the.
It's funny, once we were in Waco and
We should interview.
somebody said, Nico! And we were
Yeah.
like,
Who is that?
yes, he was in Ultraman, Arizona. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We need to interview Nico.
Yeah, it might be surprised.
Yeah, that's funny. So those are some of the great memories. Do you have any is there a race that if you could pick a race that you'd want to go back and do it again? Whether it was a special place, good memories. Not to say Fernando has to do another go back, but is there one that stands out that you would? I could get
I
fired up
promise
for
not
that.
to come back if you say which ones.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Or how about is there one besides Icon that you would like? I'm not going back. There's nothing. You can't get me 10 dogs. I'm not going back.
I would say the one we're going in December.
Where are we going in December?
Well, teachers authorized me to do Ultraman World Championship in Kona in Hawaii. And, it will be the second time.
And I love Kona and everything.
Yes.
But being on a race is a different story. So
Yeah.
I think Swissman is always stands
Swissman.
out, and because of the mountains and the scenery that is impressive, and also Norseman has been a good one for you. You know,
Yeah.
so she did say, if I recall correctly, that I'm allowed to do it again. So
Yeah,
Norseman.
Nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's wild.
But it's tough. But it's nice.
It's tough, yeah.
Yeah, all of them are tough.
Hips, knees, everything fixed miraculously. Do you have any interest in doing these things?
No.
Like,
I'm more into art. Into
yeah, no, it's
to
interesting.
create. I'm
It's
a
interesting.
designer, so I like to
You are.
create.
You're very creative. Very
So
creative.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. I well, actually, at the beginning of our relationship, I started running, and I started to like it, and then I had some problem with my knee, and then I had to stop. But
Yeah.
I was enjoying it, but not in that crazy way. No,
Not in the
But
suffer way.
it's interesting.
and
that
I don't like to compete if I know I don't have chance to win.
Right.
So,
Right.
it's like I don't know.
No, I get it.
One time we were in the Xterra World Championship in Maui, and I convinced Andrea to do, I think it was a 10K, and she did, and she ended up
11.
very competitive and ended up like 11th, and she was excited. So I said, okay, this is it.
We're getting there.
We're
Yeah.
getting there. And in fact, I think that was one of the races she liked the most. And Maui went there like 7 times to the World Championship, right? Because it was right there. But she didn't. She was not really a supporter. She enjoyed the whole
Which one?
Xterra World Championship in Maui.
Oh, Maui, yeah, those are gorgeous.
Yeah. But it's interesting. It's something that it's impressive. Is Andrea will know about bicycles. He'll know about running. It'll be about swimming. She could see somebody and say, "You're doing this wrong." It's like another coach, pretty much, because she has seen so much that that you end up learning. And she listened to what I said to my athletes and so on. So yeah, you'll be surprised how much she knows.
Yeah. Oh, and a simple sprint triathlon is complicated,
Yeah.
right? You got to have this stuff for the swim. You got to be here, the goggles, and then the bike, and and you 10 times that, 20 times that, 100 times that on a big race. It's
Yeah. It's out there. Another thing we didn't talk about is, and in some of the races, Andrea will come and we put a tent, like in Galveston or even Ironman, Texas, and she put the tent there to make sure she's in the same place and she has a place to wave at me and to see me and support me and emotionally and so on. So that is part of the game as well. She has done a lot of that.
Leadville also.
Leadville
talk about
100, the
that.
mountain bike, which I
Yeah.
did 3 times around there.
yeah, that's a great race.
Yeah, she was there in the middle of
Nothing.
in the mile 50.
Yeah, handing out the bags. Yeah.
You had to be there. Yeah, you did Leadville as well, and Andrea was there. Suffering again.
Yeah.
and being my support crew. So, yeah, and
You should write a book or a manual because it is impressive.
Yeah, I was thinking about mine. I'm very technical.
Yeah.
I like
It is.
technical, so I like.
Yeah, it's amazing because, and I think you could be a great resource for somebody who is just getting into it or just starting or wants to do it.
Mhm.
Because there's not a lot of information, and your experience is as much as Fernando is in the actual racing
definitely.
aspect. You're on that supporting logistics.
Yeah, I was thinking also like even for a regular Ironman or a half Ironman, you need to know, like, okay, where I'm going. As soon as he goes swimming, go
Where do I
really
go?
fast to the other side. Look where you can have the picture. The sun cannot be against you because it's not gonna go. So you have to think about that. Then in the run, the best spots to take pictures, and in the finish line when I'm gonna be to be able to take pictures and record. So I will always go
Yeah.
I do this. Okay, I'm ready. He goes, give me the keys, and then I record
right
him.
now.
So it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we seen
But you
people.
need to learn where to be, how to be. Sometimes you go to the finish line and it's packed with people.
Yeah.
So I go like with 30 minutes before Fernando is, and I start like
Inching your way in. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
Papa, and then I end up in the first. Or if somebody's in front, I say, "Sorry, my husband is coming. Can I?"
And they say yes.
And I always manage to be in the front and take the right picture or the right video. So
Are you always amazed? Like you're doing the race and you're in your own world. She's here. She's here.
Oh, yeah.
She's there. She's got this. She's there. Like, how did she do this?
No, it's impressive. And then I think only a couple of times she, let's say, messed up. She couldn't get there on time or almost didn't. Like even in Icon, she was with my brother and they didn't know that they had to be in a particular place before I go up in the mountain, and they almost missed it. And it was right there on the edge of the cutoff time.
It was like 2 minutes.
And but they managed and they did well. A couple of times I didn't see her because she thought I was going to be somewhere else. So that is on its own just about knowing what the race is all
Incredible.
about. I don't even know sometimes where the race is going to take me. She knows better than me. I don't look at the maps. And for those of you watching this video, that's not the advice I have. But it's something I do, and maybe because I rely on her, and she'll tell me. In fact, I go to some races where I don't know where the swim is going to be, and Andrea will say, "Yeah, I watched the video."
Yeah.
She watched the map, and she said it'll be like this. Okay, thank you. So she'll know better than I do.
Yeah.
Where I have to stay, at what time are the meetings for the information about
Athlete
the race,
meetings,
the
yeah.
athlete meetings.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
She will know that, and so it's I'm lucky. Yeah,
You make a good team.
yeah.
Yeah.
this is Alaska, man. She was right there actually, getting out of the water when you're super cold. Andrea was there. Yeah, that was a funny moment because I got naked in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ladies by our side were like, whoa, like, close your eyes, that's my husband.
But
They loved it.
and this is important. I did Alaska Men twice, and one time it was my good friend Oscar who helped me on the bike, and the other one was Andrea. And Andrea is the one who really knows me that well. That will do the best job.
Yeah.
Nobody can do the job as good as she does, regardless of the race, because she knows what I need, what I mean, when I say this or that. She knows where I want to put things. These 200 races made her an expert on this. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah. How does that make you feel? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good also because sometimes I surprise him. Like I bring this thing, and he's like, "No, I can use that for
Yeah.
a race." Like I brought surgery gloves,
Yeah.
and I make him put
Yeah.
underneath. No, on top, not underneath the other ones.
Right.
That helped me to sorry my English.
To keep warm, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Warm you.
So yeah, it was like he was
Good idea.
this
You would have never known.
So
You
I
would have
make
cold
stuff that
hands.
I see or that I think, oh, maybe we can use this or that.
Yeah, because Andrea had the advantage of seeing what others are doing.
Yeah.
She'd say, "Hey, I saw somebody." do
That's the
this,"
experience.
And that's amazing because it's always the same, right? So if you have one friend one day and a spouse another day and another, then it doesn't become as consistent, and that's the beauty of having her in all
Yeah.
the races, right? So,
Oh, it's super.
so-
It's because you're unique. You've done so many of these,
Right.
like so many. There is nobody who's been
no, that's
supporting
right. Yeah.
that many.
Oh, and if you ask me, and I've been in front of my friends, I'd say it's either Oscar or Boris or even yourself and Andrea. I'll pick Andrea out.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So,
Yeah.
So,
Are there any? That's
I'm
sweet.
trying to go to another.
I know. He's like, hey, yeah,
Another dog.
yeah, another dog, and you go.
Yeah.
Is there any limit? Is there any? And I know you have the initial no. Is there any limit on races? Is there? That's too much. Can't do it. Won't do
Yeah,
it.
there is one that is 5 races in
It's
each continent. No,
no,
Right.
it's the 5 races in Hawaii, in 5 islands. I haven't done that, but that has
5 Ironmans in 5 days.
It's Epic 5. It's called, and I've been, playing with the idea of doing that. And I said, no way, I
Keep
don't
playing.
do that.
No.
But I'm sure I can make that happen. So
So that's
I'm working on the convincing part.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Come on, come on.
And-
Yeah, that's
and,
crazy.
Yeah, and a couple of 100-mile races. She didn't go maybe 1 or 2
Yeah.
because it was almost unnecessary. And I picked up the race like 2 days before the race.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do 100 miles, and so okay, I'm not ready for that. But I felt I didn't even wanted her to stress for a full day, waiting for me.
Yeah.
It was unnecessary. So
Yeah. You have to spread out those, just like you for your, your racing, you have to spread them out.
Yeah, right.
You
That's
can't do,
right.
yeah. because those
As
multi-day events.
organized as I am, I'm also stressed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, like-
You need a break.
Yeah.
breathe
He
it.
needs a body to. You need the stress, the whole thing. Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Because I can imagine in a two or 3 day race that you're on it most of the time, right? You could finish day one. All right, I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna relax. I'm not gonna think about anything. You're going full gas.
Yeah.
All day, all night.
Preparing everything for the next day.
Thinking
And
about,
the next
thinking
morning,
about, thinking
packing
about,
everything,
yeah.
So
Ultraman in particular, the 3
Yeah.
days. And so we're going again in this Thanksgiving. So
So we're going to Ultraman again in this Thanksgiving on the Big Island of Kona,
yes, that's correct. Yeah.
the Big Island in
Actually,
Kona.
today we were booking the hotels and she was booking.
we're gonna go with Armando.
We're gonna go.
He joined us in
Yeah, we-
Norseman. He was really good. He helped me a lot.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
had him on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
He's great.
Yeah.
And that will help, right? And having done it a couple times on that island will be good. So then when are you guys going to take a vacation that does not include bikes?
Yeah.
Like
Thank you.
that has to be the one.
Thank you. I thought you were my friend. Well, actually,
That's my main complaint. Like
Yeah.
we travel a lot, and I know, and we have fun and
Yeah.
see places. But I need just to go on vacation,
Yeah.
not run, no bike,
Yeah.
no nothing. Just
Yeah.
sunbathe, chill, relax.
Yeah.
well, this last week was our anniversary, and I gave Andrea a gift, which is going for 4 days to whatever without a bicycle, and we still working
but
in
it
that
has-
destination. So
It has its constraints. Like it has to be 3 hour flight. It's like I want to go to Bali. I want
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
to
yeah.
Greece.
No, I
like,
promise. I promise.
Yeah.
I have a few races before.
Yeah. You gotta find a race
You
in
need to find
Bali.
a race.
In Bali, in Greece, and yeah.
Yeah, I became so addicted to it that I'm always looking for a race wherever we go. But
Yeah.
usually, yeah.
That's amazing. It's impressive, and I hope it comes across in these videos, like the magnitude of it, but also how special it is, right? To have you guys have this as part of your relationship, right, and your marriage, and your day-to-day life, and what you give and how it connects you guys. I think it's super special, and I there's probably not a ton of relationships that could handle it as well as you have, right?
Yeah.
It's a testament to your partnership, which is
Yeah.
sweet and nice to see.
Yeah, many of the athletes or my friends come and ask me sometimes for advice on how to ask their spouses, and I have a little bit of fun on that. But I became a master of dealing in a good way with my wife, and
Yeah.
how to ask her, and you have to give back something.
Yeah.
So it's all about that. So that's
Give and take.
that's all it matters.
That's
It's
what I do
giving.
because he's such a nice guy with me. Like,
Yes.
why I'm not supporting him? So maybe that's the key. As
Yeah.
a husband or wife, give back something. Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Support their passion. Support what they
exactly,
do.
exactly.
Yeah. And while it is a lot, it is the actual races are really time-wise a small percent of your life,
Yeah.
right?
That's correct.
The
Yeah.
rest of your life is
Yeah.
not in this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's a good one. Well, that was awesome. I'm super proud of this one, and I'm glad we got you to sit down, and you did great.
Yeah.
You did
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I love it. Thank you so
Next
much.
time
Yeah.
I want to do a video with all the things showing.
Oh yeah, a how-to video, maybe part 2. We'll see if we get some feedback. If anybody out there needs advice,
Yeah.
this woman knows it all.
Yeah. Send us some comments,
Yeah,
questions.
questions.
Again, we together have done pretty much 200 races.
Yeah, and
4 times. And
yeah, and they are. You can see them all up here, but
yeah,
they're
she's cooking there for Ultra.
yeah, the Iceland race, Norseman, Icon, Swissman,
Patagonia.
Patagonia man, Aloha man,
Alaska man. Yeah. So
the Ultra in Arizona, the one in Florida.
yeah, and the list goes on and on and on. So you out there, if you have questions or even
Yeah.
comments, please
Yeah,
let us
reach out.
know. We love to. Yeah,
Yeah.
we love to hear
Yeah,
your voice.
it's good. It's awesome.
Thank you.
That was good.
That's good.
A brilliant performance for this man, now in the 50 plus division, originally out of Montevideo, Uruguay, but has 3 passports including Spain and of course including the US. And we're just thrilled that he is here with us and taking on this challenge. He's done
over 20 races this year already, but this is the biggest. He's done 10 extreme triathlons, 24 Ironman, 35 halves, 8 escapes to Alcatraz, 3 Leadville 100 mountain bikes, but today with 4 Boston Marathons behind him and a double marathon soon to be completed. Please welcome to the line Fernando Lopez. What a huge performance. We'll get his time as he comes under the arch. It's going to be 7:36. Get under the arch, 7:36:49, I believe that was. We'll get him through there and get you his time as soon as we can, because we'll add that to his 2-day total. But what a magnificent performance. His wife and...
¿Cómo vas? ¿Necesitas chaqueta, algo? Cuidado. Ya tiene agua esto. Llevas números, llevas todos para que... ¿Café? ¿Quieres más?